what's going on here? My name is Messi. I am part of the LOF clan, the Legion of the Fallen, and I'm here with you today to do a dev recap. Now, what this basically is um, we'll be going over the main points of the dev streams that they do for Honor, the Warriors Den, and and it's basically the whole synopsis. If you're coming over and you're just wanting to see how the game is, if you haven't played in a while, or you just haven't seen the streams, or you know, sometimes a lot of us are too lazy, I'll admit, to look at this hour-long stream. We are your people for that. Now, going over the first part, matchmaking updates. With the beginning of season 6, they were trying to implement this idea where they, with the restarting of the fighting scores. I'm sure a lot of you have been hit by that. Your player, the enemy is higher than you, or something crazy like that, and you've been probably matched up with some crazy reps, and you're wondering even if matchmaking is working. Well, it is actually. What they're doing right now is matching with skill and not rep anymore. They're trying to shift away from just doing reps, because rep doesn't, as they see it, does not accurately show as much skill. Maybe earlier in the game, as they said, what the game developer said, but at the moment, with all these reps going around, it's not the most accurate way to portray fighting capability. So they'll be going off a fighting score right now, instead of just matching up with someone who's most similar. Let's see. So the second part is that there is a new event that they have released. This one is going to replace the Carousel of Death. Some of you hated that, some of you liked it, but what this new event has is it's Beachhead and Dominion only. Beachhead. Sometimes you just wanted to play Dominion in the first 2 weeks and you weren't able to even get the new maps because sometimes it doesn't come on. Well, this one's dedicated to the new map. If any of you still want to get your buzz on with that. Since Carousel Week was on with 2 weeks, and since the start of Season 6, they can exactly put it in. And with this, the new event is going to last from the 31st of May to the 7th of June. It's going to end at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Third, the Right of Champions. Now, what I mean by this is the orders that they gave us pertaining to fighting with the most heroes in a certain faction. Like the first part, I believe, was the faction who would play the most knights, and I think they gave us about 2 days, 3 days, to see that. Obviously, the Knights won that. Obviously, when the Vikings had their turn, they won that. And obviously, when the Samurai had their turn, they won. It was really awkward though, because even during the Knights and Samurai, Vikings were second, which is kind of crazy. Really shows the popularity of what the Vikings have. There is a creation contest that had happened, and it just ended when the dev stream was launched. And from what I've heard, they had a lot of great content coming from fans, particularly in art pieces and so forth. I'm sure that the next time that they'll go on their dev stream, or even after E3, that they will show the winners of what they call the creation contest. There are new battle outfits that they came out with, particularly at the moment. They are called, the first one is called Dealer's Choice. Right now, it is kind of a white and black with a mixture outline of red, and it has all these card symbols, like the clubs, the spades, the diamonds, and the hearts. Like when you're playing poker. And it has it in a pretty cool fashion. The next one that they have is Steered Automata. As you might imagine, this is a bit of a more cyborgy, kind of like an actual like Near Automata type thing with robots. It has a black with a orange and neon blue design with circuit boards everywhere. It's pretty my favorite. That's my favorite actually. And the last one that they released was Sun Worshipper, which is this kind of a navy light blue backdrop with yellow and some black and red in there. Lots of circles representing the sun and lots of sun rays going everywhere. So if any of you are excited for Dark Souls Remastered, you want to praise the sun in For Honor, I recommend that you try to get that for any knight character or any character that you play. Um, if any of you, for the seventh part, if any of you have not seen the trailer that they have posted on YouTube, the past, present, and future, as Mr. Luke said, it's basically a synopsis of what they have done and what they are currently doing, and shows, I think, about 5 seconds the of like an upcoming update that they have, upcoming trailer for season 7 when that pops out, or I think this will come in E3. I'm pretty sure it's going to come in E3, and everyone is excited when everyone's dropped their pants when they saw that, because at the end it showed a falchion, a person wielding a falchion, and only showed their falchion in their hand. And a lot of people are speculating that this could be Persia, given that the glove is at a certain design and also wielding a falchion. It could be pirates, from what I've heard. It could be mercenaries, which is my belief is probably the most accurate, that it won't mess with the faction war, and that they can still add new heroes. If they added like this mercenary faction that fought for everyone. That's my personal that's my personal thought on that. So if you hadn't seen the trailer, you can go again check it out on YouTube or the dev stream. The eighth part, the last part, which is my part, which to me is pretty important. They are going to be showing season 6 statistics next Tuesday, if I'm correct, on their website, the forhonor.com.ubisoft and everything. What the statistics is that unlike the last ones, which I will explain in a second, they have only shown win-loss rates in duels, with the top 2.5 players in the world, cross console and everything. And it showed the statistics, pick the win-loss, and with the season 6 one, they will go win-loss, pick rates, and going from 1v1s and 4v4s, so that can get more accurate, relevant data than they have already gotten. With season 4, I would like to add on to this. With season 4, the top dog of the overall win-loss rate with all the heroes is PK. Was PK in season 4, which is kind of interesting. Next one up was Shaman, then Lawbringer. The ones who won the least, the worst was Highlander. Second worst, Kensei. Third worst was Orochi. Now this is win-loss again in season 4. Season 5, with reworks obviously coming out with certain characters. Conqueror was number 1 with overall win rate of 60%. Peacekeeper coming still second with a 57, and Kensei coming in with a 56. Again, because reworks, it kind of makes sense. The worst 3 was Orochi with a 40, Valkyrie with a 45, Gladiator with a 45. Now it was really funny because the devs were wondering why Valkyrie was even had such a low win-loss rate. People who play Valk, and I know like 2 Rep 50 Valk mates, they the lights can only do so much damage, and you can delay them, but if that's the only thing that you have going for you is delayed lights, I think there's something up. There's the shield trap. They want you to go back and they basically all guard. That's dangerous to get into if you're trying to fight against it. But I mean, that's the only 2 things I believe that she has. Besides that, there's a reason there's not many Rep 50 Valkymains out there. So, want to reiterate again, that was season 6 statistics. So again, they'll show next Tuesday. It will show win-loss, pick rate, with 1v1s and 4v4s. Now they didn't exactly specify which 4v4, but my assumption is Dominion, elimination, skirmish, tribute, maybe all 4v4s. But in my personal opinion, I think it's just going to be Dominion, and I hope Elim. But that's it for today. Thank you all for coming on. Thank you all for listening, and I hope you all have a blessed day.